in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Western Michigan head coach before the game. Coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. Said, I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we've got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is all on execution and communicating. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Broncos will kick off first, and here we go. From deep, it's Lee. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Straight ahead, it's Wiggins. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Second and long here. Looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The kick is on its way. On the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. There he goes. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here we go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go, go.
Snap in the shotgun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply wouldn't come.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Ready. Flag 18. Ready, go.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
36-92. Block and check. Ready. Go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
14-24 plus. Hit, go.
Trying to establish the run. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll ride him again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Drives inside. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride it. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. The play fake. He wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Falcons now set to take over on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run him again. On the stop.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Out wide right, it's Wiggins. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the right. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Play action on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right side, it's Parks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got the back over the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
The run inside. It's Wiggins. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Caught in the backfield. It's long. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wiggins. He's there to make the stop.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The Falcons will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They're going back to the ground. Driven back. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. With the catch, it's Parks. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. The give. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got it, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Ready, go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. And he did just that.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. from the gun, looking for a man. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Third and long right here.
Sweep.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Go.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete on the right side. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it, first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Hits inside. It's Wiggins. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Working the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Broncos! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side is Wiggins. Makes a grab and room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Wood. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide right, it's Wiggins. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! Out wide left, it's Pickett. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man. Shakes off the defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Owls sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They're working that left side. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Second down to the air. Got his man. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's inside the 10. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 21-0, you have to keep it from getting out of hand. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They put the brakes on him. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Fires quickly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Second and long here. The give to the lone running back. Got 9 yards on the play, leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Push is ahead. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It's Wiggins. Dragged down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man by himself. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Here's some daylight. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his block. It's Marshall. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They give it to him again. He's got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Turning it on! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Broncos are flying down the field. The handoff. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move, it's Warner. He's past the marker. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Flip it out to the back of the screen. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit as he throws. Complete on the comeback. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quick give. It's Wiggins. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right side, it's Taylor. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.